Welcome back to the Bionicle Inspiration Series. It's the show where we spotlight LEGO creations from across the LEGO community, all with the intention of giving you some ideas and inspiration. Today, the theme is colour schemes. We've got 4 exceptional LEGO creations today that explore some really fascinating ideas and pretty cool concepts, all of which of course revolve around colour. Hopefully the way that these mocks use colours is going to give you some ideas. So let's dive on in and see what we got. This first creation is built by Eero Okanonen and it's called After the Gala. You know, the awesome thing about this mock is that Eero was inspired by a somewhat recent LEGO Star Wars set. The set of course features C-3PO. Yeah, this set is a treasure trove of amazing gold pieces. You get so many wonderful curved slopes, you get smooth pieces, you get unique angled elements, all kinds of good stuff. And all of this allowed Eero to construct this immaculate dress design. And these cool shoes as well, actually. The way he sculpted this dress, the way it's flowing and looks like cloth, that's sensational and a very, very difficult thing to do. You know, to be able to make blocky Lego bricks look like fabric, free-flowing fabric like this, not everyone can pull that off. But Eero did so with so much skill and so much talent as well. And I think what's more impressive is the fact that this is done in pearl gold. Yeah, that's a colour that's always felt special, right? Anything that's gold, it always feels so fancy and so important. And for the longest time, pearl gold was one of those colours that was very rare and hard to find. It was a little bit more common in Bionicle sets, but for system pieces, there wasn't a lot back in the day. The pieces that did exist in this colour weren't really like helpful pieces, but that was a few years ago. Now that's a completely different story, thankfully. With the advent of a set like this C-3PO set, if you are leaning towards a more system-heavy creation, well now, you can build all sorts of amazing things. I mean heck, nowadays pearl gold is also in pretty much every Ninjago set. There's so many pieces you can play with, so many good pieces. So I recommend going out there and buying that C-3PO set or a bunch of Ninjago sets, and you'll have a plethora of pearl gold pieces to play with. And then you can make something awesome like this. Cause heck, isn't it exciting to play with a fresh and bright and in-your-face color like pearl gold? It can really just make your mock look all that more impressive. Yeah, if this dress was black, it probably still would have looked cool. But the fact that it's gold, it does take it to another level. And it fits the title of this mock well, you know, After the Gala. Seeing her in this gold dress, you get the sense that she was just at this very extravagant, lavish party. The color scheme of this also tells a bit of a story of where she's been and who she is, doesn't it? Dude, we live in a beautiful time where a very desirable color like pearl gold is so much more common and easy to use. And with it, you can build great mocks like this. Up next, a bit of a fan favorite. This is Hatsune Miku by Alex Mox. Look at these fantastic colors. Magenta on these speakers. When you mix that in with the black, oh, it's so snazzy. And the way that this perfectly complements Hatsune Miku's color scheme. Oh, everything looks so stunning. It's always a good thing to see 2 very bold colors contrasting each other like this. Although heck, even just that little pop of lime on her guitar, that's doing a lot as well. Alex just nailed it with the overall color composition of this mock. Everything just pops in all the right ways, but at the same time, everything flows together very nicely. It really does feel like you're at an actual concert. It's fun. And of course, the choice to use medium azure for Hatsune Miku's hair, it's pretty much a perfect match to the source material. Yeah, maybe if you wanted to, you could have used a color like dark turquoise instead. That probably would have worked well too. But I don't know, honestly, both of these colors are a very close match. Now, if you're curious, the pieces that make up her hair are these large macaroni pieces. They would have come in a set like this one here. You can see them on the rabbit's lower legs. Yeah, using that piece for hair is a great part use. You know, this to me is a great reminder that LEGO themes like Dreams, or even a theme like Friends, they are sets that come with great colors. Don't sleep on those themes. A bunch of people do, and you're missing out. I mean, look at some of the Friends sets I'm showing you here. Look at all of these bright, happy, and fun colors. How good is it that you can go out, buy a set like this, and use these great colours on your own Bionicle creations? Don't forget themes like Friends or Dreams. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on some really creative colour possibilities. And also, don't sleep on giving your mock a really sick background for them to stand on. This mock would look great on its own, but all of these speakers around it, it adds so much life to this. What a good choice. Bionic Forge is the next builder, and they have a mock that is called Thuron, the First Tower of Stone. Look at this! A Bionicle that uses the greatest LEGO colour of them all, Sand Red. If you're not familiar with it, Sand Red is a discontinued LEGO colour, and it is the best LEGO colour. Fight me, I'm right. Can't change my mind, nothing beats Sand Red. Other than Bionicle coming back, the next highest thing on my list that I want LEGO to bring back is Sand Red. This colour is the best. Themes like Life on Mars, for example, would have included some Sand Red pieces. In fact, this set actually came with a fair bit of it. But even some other themes like Star Wars, for example, had a few sets that came with Sand Red, and all of those sets were very good sets too. Now, the unfortunate thing about Sand Red these days is if you want pieces in this colour, it's not cheap. And actually the parts selection is not all that great. There's not a lot of Sand Red pieces. But when you can use it, and you use it well like this does, oh, it looks so good. So hey, you know, I've been talking about how affordable and easy it is to get some colours like Pearl Gold and Dark Azure, but why not treat yourself? Go after a little bit more of an expensive colour. Spend a little bit of extra money, but be rewarded with the beauty of Sand Red. When it looks this good, it is worth the cost. And to be fair, I mean, just look at this mock. You don't actually need that many Sand Red pieces to pull off something brilliant. Because, okay, let's count them. Looking at the legs, there appears to be 2 of these blaster bar pieces, and then a grill tile at the bottom, so that's about 6 pieces just on both legs. And then I count like 10 pieces in Sand Red on the torso. So all up, 16 pieces. That's not that many. And I think you could still build something similar to this and use even less pieces and it would still look good. Yeah, you don't need that many. The mask, of course, though I wasn't counting because that is a custom mask. I wish LEGO brought out some Sand Red masks, that would have been amazing. But see, I think that's one of the best reasons ever to buy a custom mask. It lets you very effectively tie your Sand Red pieces into a Bionicle context. I like that. And yeah, dark tan, black, grey, and Sand Red. That's a pretty great colour scheme, isn't it? Dude, this is the best. This is good stuff. And now let's finish off with a bang. Here we have Exo Shield Booster by Carter. The coolest thing about this has to be the use of some transparent pieces. I love how the trans blue looks like some sort of energy shield dome that's around this mech. And then we've got these trans orange like blaster bolts that are piercing this energy shield, but they're not quite piercing it. Instead, the energy shield kind of ripples out as it gets damaged. Dude, this is such a clean and effective way of showcasing this effect. Who would have thought that you could use trans light blue palm tree leaves to create the effect that a shield is being pierced by blaster bolts? I mean, that's sensational. And honestly, dude, we've got so many transparent pieces these days. And because of it, you're going to have no trouble recreating some sort of power burst, energy effect, or, I don't know, some elemental power coming out of a Bionicle. Adding stuff like this really is the icing on the cake. Your mock can look amazing, but when you add stuff like this, you take it to a whole new level. And that's certainly the case here. I mean, this mech is gorgeous, but I can't stop looking at those blaster bolts. And I also can't stop looking at this base. We've got some trans clear bar pieces that are being used. The way they're placed, it creates such a great sense of action. The floor is being ripped apart and debris is flying back everywhere. Isn't that cool? It's such a simple but effective way of showcasing this. And it creates such a dynamic sense of action. And hey, if we're talking about color, I gotta mention the fact that this mech is dark blue. Dark blue, it's a very common LEGO color for Bionicle sets, but with your system sets, you don't really see dark blue as much. It's certainly not as common as it is in Bionicle. So yeah, seeing a creation that uses so much of it, that's special. Dude, I adore this mock so much. See, that's the power of translucent pieces. They bring a creation to life and they inject so much storytelling into what you're making. I love to see it. There you go, guys. That's 4 amazing LEGO creations today that use color in some pretty fantastic ways. I hope you enjoyed. Now, if you liked the mocks that we discussed today, be sure to take a look at the links in the description below. There you'll find links to everyone's social media. Go and check out their other stuff and be wowed by the other things they've built. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now.